How's it going, folks? This is Wayne R back with another guitar review today, and Glarry Music have been kind enough to send me another guitar. I did a review for them a couple of months ago with a GT 502. This is going to be the GT Concert Cutaway 506. Okay, so I have already opened it just to check it wasn't damaged in transit, because I don't want to sort of open the box and it's got a snap neck, and well, let's face it, that'll probably be the end of the review, wouldn't it? But I'll just show you how it comes. Obviously, it comes in a box like that. I have checked the box. This time there's no dents in it from like last time, so we've had a more experienced van driver this time. I'll just take the lid off. It did come in a protective fleece like that, so that sort of protected the guitar, and there was also sort of a bit of like grease paper sort of over the strings to protect the strings in transit. Obviously it came with the strings on, all the strings were really loose, so obviously you're going to have to tune the guitar. That's the guitar, so obviously it's a lot smaller than the 502. Very pretty looking though, on first appearances. Also comes with a case, so like I say, it's a little bit flimsy. Obviously it's not a paddy case or anything, but for the money of this guitar, what do you expect? It's just a basic case that's going to help you to sort of ship it about, and it's going to keep it dry and clean and everything. Also comes with a little Allen key as well, so obviously if you have to alter the truss rod and alter the action on, if you've got any fret buzz or anything like that, or get it professionally done, you could, obviously that's what that's for. So that's the guitar. So without further ado, let's give it a little road test. Okay, so I played a few different styles there, a little bit of strumming, a little bit of finger picking, a little bit of lead work, and it seemed to cope with all those different styles. Really sounds great on the open chords. It's got quite a nice sort of trebly sound to it. Quite comfortable to play as well. In fact, I think it's a bit more comfortable than the 502 that I did a couple of months back. Even though that was a great guitar, I think it just sits on your lap nice. It's sort of, you know, it's quite comfortable to play. The neck's not too thick on it, so it's quite nice. Obviously it's a little bit shoddily made. There's a few sort of blemishes here and there. There's one there, you know, on the top of the neck. I think that's obviously like the knot in the wood. It's got a matte finish. Obviously it's not got the gloss coating on, so it's, you know, you're going to get a little bit of wear and tear on it. But everything's solid on it. Obviously the tuning pegs, I've checked all those are all nice and tight and do what they should do. I have noticed I've had to tune it up a few times though, since sort of playing it, whether that's, you know, because it's a new guitar and it just needs wearing in, but I've noticed the low E string just keeps going out of tune a little bit, but I just think personally it needs wearing in with being a brand new guitar. Nice fretboard. Obviously you got the inlaid dots and everything, they're there on the top, which are quite clear to see. Lovely sort of rows there around the sound hole. The bridge and everything looks quite solid. I always check the bridges on guitars just to make sure, because obviously if they're cheaply glued, they always tend to come off with the tension of the strings, but that looks quite solid. You've got a strap button on there if you want to stand up and rock out. Obviously you'd have to tie the other one around the other side of the nut there. So on appearances and build quality, you know, I think for the money, you know, that's sort of more than good enough. So so yeah, not a bad looking guitar that, and like I say, it's on the open chords. Okay. Okay, so to summarise, this isn't a bad guitar at all. $46.99 in the UK, and that includes shipping. And I think in the US, that translates to about $58. That also includes shipping. I am going to put a little link below in my description if you want it. There'll be a direct link to this guitar, and there'll also be a link to, you know, Glarry music as well. Because they don't just do acoustic guitars. I think they do ukuleles, electric guitars, bass guitars. So if you want to check the website out, if you want a cheap sort of entry-level guitar, you know, I don't think you're going to go far wrong. So who would I say this guitar is ideal for? Obviously, we've got Christmas fastly approaching. So if you do know anybody who would like to start playing a guitar who's never played before, I think this would be the ideal gift. You know, a guitar for under 50 quid, even if they don't take to it, you're not going to lose a lot of money there. Probably one thing I would say, the action's a little bit high there, probably from the 10th fret sort of upwards, but that's not a massive problem. Obviously, it's something that could be sorted for probably a tenner or something like that in a local music store, you know, just lowering the strings down. But they're nice and low down this end of the guitar, so for a beginner just learning a few open chords or something like that, it's really comfortable, sort of would be ideal. More seasoned players, I think this would make a great travel guitar. You know, it's a good sort of, obviously with being a cheap guitar, you wouldn't be too bothered about getting it damaged. It does come with a case, as we said, so obviously you can ferry it around. But with being a little bit smaller than the 502 model, I think this is an ideal little travel guitar. So, you know, like the campfire guitar, if you wanted to play a few songs and have a bit of fun around the campfire, or just going out and busking and having a bit of fun with it, I think it'd be the ideal guitar for that. So, so not just beginners, I think more seasoned players, this could be a good sort of, let's say, spare or a backup guitar. It's more than sort of suitable for that. It's got a spruce top on, so I think, you know, it's got that great sound. Like I say, it's got the matte finish. It hasn't got the gloss on it, so there's a few blemishes on it, but that's something and nothing. So that is pretty much it. So yeah, not a bad guitar for the money. So like I say, there's a link in the description below if you want to take a look at that. And there you go, ideal Christmas present. So thanks very much for watching. Thanks for Glarry Music for letting me do another review of their guitars. I really do appreciate it. And I'll catch you hopefully for another review very soon. Take care.